Hello everybody, hope you're doing well today. Marc G with a C back with another video, and I am back finally with part 7 of my UK thrash metal collection series. It's turned into a bit of an epic, this one, hasn't it? I had started off a few months back now, and I always intended to have one like part 1, then do a collection update video, and then part 2 in between other videos. But life got in the way. And I suppose with a series like this, it's time consuming. It's a commitment, and you've got to do a bit of research, you know. So I apologise for it taking longer than I intended, but we're back, part 7. There's only going to be one more part to this, part 8, and that should do it. So let's get on with this. Let's see what we've got. S's. These are all S's. Finishing off with the S's today. So from Newcastle, from 1991, we've got Skyclad and their debut, Wayward Sons of Mother Earth. This features Martin G, formerly of Sabbat, and I think 1 or 2 members who used to be in the traditional heavy metal band Satan. But I wanted to include this in this series because it is thrash metal. It's got the folk leanings that Skyclad became very acclaimed for, and it's got heavy metal elements, but there's a lot of thrash in there. You know, Martin G is kind of left off where he left Sabbat, so I thought it was worthy of including in this. Very good if you're not really into the later Skyclad stuff, because it is very folky and that, but you know, this isn't. This is definitely more of a thrash edge to it. Skyclad, Wayward Sons of Mother Earth. Right, next we have got from Bradford, one of my favourite thrash metal bands to come out of the UK, and Slammer with their debut from 1989, The Work of Idle Hands. Big deal, this band signing to WEA Records. Huge record label, really, when you think about it, in the scheme of things, for a Bradford-based UK thrash metal band. But well deserved. This is a brilliant album. It's precise, tight, technically proficient thrash metal. The vocalist, Paul Tunnicliffe, I want to say, is it? It's not going to tell me in there, is it, without me getting it out? He's got a great vocal, very sort of Bay Area sort of thrash sounding vocals, but just a brilliant album, great album. And it's a shame these guys couldn't sort of hold on to their big label. But yeah, very good, very underrated thrash band in my opinion. Slammer. I have got that also on cassette, not in its original case, but a nice little inlay there. I always like that picture. I've since found out that band picture wasn't intended to be like that, but I always thought it was back in the day, and I quite liked it. It was almost like, I'm not having my picture took. I don't need my picture on the album. But I've since heard that apparently the photographer was a bit pissed off because that wasn't his intention. And I've also got that on vinyl as well. It says it's limited there, 736. I'm not sure how many of these are printed, but yeah, it's a great album. A lot of the songs on this: Tenement Zone, Johnny's Home, Hellbound, Hunt You Down, they've got real good sort of sing-along choruses as well. That was followed up in 1990 by their EP, Insanity Addicts. This has since had a repress, but this is an OG press on Heavy Metal Records. They'd left WEA and signed Heavy Metal Records. I saw this band when they sort of toured this EP. My first stage dive was at a Slammer gig. Same band, I think, isn't it? Yeah, Paul Tunnicliffe, I was right with the vocals. Yeah, really good, really good. Not as good as the album, but still quality thrash metal. I've also got that on OG vinyl from back in the day. I used to have a hoodie. When I went to this gig, I bought a Slammer hoodie, and it had the Slammer logo there. I think it might have even said Insanity Addicts underneath. Anyway, I smoked back in the day. Lived with my parents, smoked in the house. It was a normal thing to do. Came back from this gig pissed up, lit a ciggy, and must have fell asleep with a ciggy in my mouth. How I didn't burn myself to death or the house down, I don't know. But when I woke up, the Slammer logo, as you can see, it was about that size. The Slammer logo had completely disappeared, replaced by a hole with a nice brown edge around it. So any kids out there watching, don't smoke when you're pissed and you go to bed, and especially not in your mother's house anyway. Okay, and that was followed up in '91 by Nightmare Scenario, again on the heavy metal record label. Again, a solid thrash album. Still got that nice sort of precise, tight sound that we all know Slammer for. There's the band. But yeah, please check them out. Slammer, really solid, technically proficient, like I say. Just there's something sort of metronomic and smooth and precise about the sound. Next we have got from Preston, and this is the band Solitary. Now these are more of a modern thrash band. This is their first album from 1998, so I wasn't really following the whole scene, the whole genre back then, so this band passed me by until a few years ago. But I know the vocalist, the main man, he's very good friends with the guys in Zentrix, who were just from down the road from Preston. And the few times I've seen Zentrix now, these guys have been supporting them. But this is superb thrash metal. It's got a very brutal sound to it. His vocals are very harsh, almost sort of bordering on death metal. But yeah, certainly a band worth checking out. Solitary, that's their debut, Nothing Changes, from 2000. That's from 98. Now the next one I've got, which is their second release of a 10-year gap, so I don't know what went on there in their career, but this is Solitary. I bought this after seeing them support Zentrix. I was well impressed with them. But again, brutal thrash metal, almost in places sort of bordering on death metal. Very good on Casket Records. Into the Pit cover version there. We all know who that's by. That album is followed up. No, they had I think they had another album. No, I'm getting mistaken. They've got another album after this, but this is a live album from 2014. I Promise to Thrash Forever. You can see in the cover there. Got a little bit of Ghostbusters album cover. We've got Slammer's Insanity Addicts there. In Search of Sanity. Reanimator, DAM. Bit of a homage to all the UK thrash bands. But yeah, it's a live recording. And some great songs on there off their albums. They were again Into the Pit. They do a good version of that live. And when I was getting mixed up before, this is their third album, The Diseased Heart of Society. Again, superb thrash, brutal, heavy thrash, really harsh vocals. That's from 2017. Solitary from Preston, check them out. Another band from not far away from me is the excellent SSS, Short Sharp Shock, from Liverpool. Sticker says it all there. Early Metallica meets SOD and DRI. Raging skate thrash from Liverpool. So fast and ferocious it leaves even municipal waste gasping. That's exactly what it is. It's that thrash, that municipal waste, skater sort of style. And they're from Liverpool. This album is from 2007, it's their debut. They have got 4 albums out, I've only got the first 3. This guy, Foxy, I'm not sure if he lives on the Wirral, but I've seen him around over the last few years, knocking about. Nice fella. That was followed up in 2008 by their second album, The Dividing Line. Again, much more of the same, that skater thrash crossover style, barked out vocals. Foxy again there. This one comes with a DVD. In-depth interviews with the band and photo gallery, as you can imagine. Not all that serious with these guys. Scousers and a skater crossover thrash band. And their third album, Problems to the Answer. Oh, I never said all of those. Those first 2 and this are all on Earache Records. I think the 4th album, which I haven't got, don't think that was on Earache. I think they'd been dropped by that point, or they left anyway. But yeah, Problems to the Answer, their third album from 2011. Again, much more of the same. Excellent crossover thrash. The harsh sort of barks, hardcore style vocals. There's the guys again. Check them out. Okay, next we have got from Cheltenham. Now, they've got a few albums out. I think maybe 2 or 3 full lengths. I haven't got any of their full length albums. I did used to have the first one, Global Warming I think it's called, but I don't know what's happened to it. I don't know if I sold it or I gifted it away, I don't know. But anyway, from 2014 I've got their EP, The Alienation Zone. This is thrash metal, excellent thrash metal, really good riffs, but they throw in a few of the blast beats in there every now and again, so it gives it that brutal sort of sound to it, almost sort of teetering on death metal in places. Really harsh vocals too. A couple of these songs feature H from Acid Rain. It's on the Slaney record label out of Ireland. Love that artwork as well. And I have got their live album, I suppose you'd call it, This Cursed Earth. Again, look at that artwork. This is a live, 8 live tracks, then 3 live studio sessions and pre-production demo, which is for the 3 songs, which is for 3 of the songs on that limited edition. Again on Slaney. I've got a few albums on Slaney Records from over the years, and they're a good label. Not sure if they're still going out, they are, but yeah, good solid band, excellent thrash metal, like I say, on the more brutal side. And last but not least, the band I'm going to show you now, I'm going to show you 4 albums. Well, I'm going to show you an EP and 3 albums. They've got 5 full lengths out. I have only got the first 3 full lengths, but this is a band from Reading in England, and this is Sylosis. This is their EP from 2006, the Supreme Oppressor. This is modern thrash metal, so it's got that it's not got a core sound to it like metalcore or deathcore, but I sometimes think new thrash bands, especially bands from the sort of 2000s, in between that 2000 sort of 2015 bit, they always seem to have that little element, but they're really good, really melodic, heavy vocally. He goes from harsh growls into these little breakdowns, and I suppose that's what does it, these little breakdowns that they put in of really melodic. This guy, Josh Middleton, He's the guitarist, but I think he's the guitarist vocalist now. He's the sort of main man, and he's stayed. They're still going now. I think they split up for a few years, but they're still going now. This is their first full length on Nuclear Blast 2008. The Age of Conclusion. No, Conclusion of an Age. Comes in this nice slipcase like that. Great artwork. Again, good to see a band from, you know, Reading, the UK, signing to Nuclear Blast Records. But yeah, modern thrash. I mean, it says it on the front there. The tightest live band out of the UK with their brilliant debut album, modern thrash metal in ultimate perfection. Conclusion of Age sounds like a terrific hybrid of forbidden, soilwork, death, scar symmetry and cynic. So I suppose that says it all, doesn't it? Because, you know, forbidden, death, cynic, but you've got that sort of modern soil work and scar symmetry that gives it that sort of edge. But, you know, they go from such brutal and heavy thrash sections into these soaring sort of vocal passages and very sort of wrung out sort of power metal chords and really memorable sort of choruses. Their second album from 2011, also on Nuclear Blast, Edge of the Earth. Again, comes in a nice slipcase like so. Again, more of the same. Still got the same. Yeah, so Josh Middleton, after that first EP anyway, he's took over the sort of vocal duties as well as guitar duties. And followed by, and the last I have by this band is Monolith. This is from 2012, again on Nuclear Blast. Like I said, we've got another couple of albums after this, but I haven't got them. Again, slipcase, nice bit of artwork there, sort of reminds me of Baroness or sort of Soylent Green type of artwork there. Like I say, modern thrash metal, great riffs. In fact, you can hear it in the background. This is what is playing in the background right now. Those little breakdowns, you know, those little mellow breakdowns, I think that's what does it. It's what, like I say, modern thrash, why it's almost got that sort of core. I don't know whether it's a metal core, death core, whatever is a thrash core, I don't know, but it just kind of gives it that feeling to it, which isn't for everybody. And you know, I'm more of an old school thrash fan, so I think some of these more modern thrash bands don't have that that mosh pit element to them, do they? Right, that's it guys, 18 minutes in, managed to get through those okay. Thank you as always for watching. Thank you for your patience in what's been going on for months and months, this series. Like I say, one more episode to go, which will be the 8th and final part. But yeah, as I said before, thanks for watching. Take care everybody. Bye for now.